Alright, when you're looking for a used bike, there are quite a few differences. So here I have a Yamaha Grizzly, and here I have a Honda Foreman, and then I'll show you my actual bike that I use. I bought these two to fix up. This one, had I not bought them for a pair, wouldn't have got it, but it came with this Honda Foreman, which is in a lot better shape. It just needs a little bit of fixing up. So coming over here first to this bike, you can see there's tons and tons of rust on there. That's one thing that would scare me away. If it's just a little bit of surface rust, it's not bad, but this seems like it's a little bit deeper. So kind of just take a general look overall on that, what that looks like. Then you want to check and see if there's how the shocks are. If these are kind of sagging, it means it's been abused. So other things to look for that I look for, if I wouldn't have bought this one, it's got some loose bearings in there. It's kind of hard to feel, but when you pull on it, it'll have just kind of a little click sound sometimes. That's got that problem. The seat's been abused, the paint is faded, it's two different colors. Like I said, you can just tell this one has been ridden pretty hard. It's got an out tail light, and then back here you got surface rust as well. So when you're looking back here, it's got some good shock to it. Look at the tires. Obviously this one's got a different tread pattern than that one, which means they got a flat tire and didn't want to fix this one, or it got blown out. Who knows how that happened. So this one, you come over to this side as well. So now I'm on the left hand side of it. This one's got tons of corrosion all over it. In here, it's got a lot of oil on here. There's just a lot of problems with this bike. It's been kicked or abused or just broken here. If you look at the carburetor, which sits right here, right there, it's got a lot of corrosion on it as well. It's missing this piece. So if this were my bike and I were looking to buy one to keep, I would definitely walk away, or get them for a really low price. I got them for a really good deal. So if you come over to this bike, it's in pretty bad shape too, but it doesn't have the same symptoms as that one does. It's got a seat, but that doesn't take a whole lot to repair. It's pretty cheap. It's got back here, it's missing its tail lights. Those are pretty cheap if you get them off eBay. So when you come over here though, the main thing is there's a little bit of rust, but it's not, as you can see down there, it's not as bad. It's not kind of into the metal as much. Or if you look on the actual frame, it's not as bad, so that can kind of be buffed out. And then when you look at the motor over on this side, there's no oil at all. So it wasn't burning it, wasn't leaking it. For some reason it probably just lost spark, which isn't a bad fix. So this one is in a lot better shape, even though they look the same. That one just got more problems with it. This one, it's got mismatched plastics as well, but that's easy to remedy. So this one I would think about keeping if I were looking into one, but like I said, you got to get these on good deals. If they're non-running, you're going to want to cut the price in about half, because you never know what it's going to be. If they're running and kind of ugly, you can fix that. That's not a big problem to do. I've done it on a lot of bikes. If they're just whatever other things you have, if you have any questions or go to look at one, shoot me an email and I can let you know. Also this one has a big wasp nest in there, which I don't know if that's something that's been sitting for at least a year, because it's the springtime now, and so nothing would have been happening all summer long. Just some general overall things. When you go to look at one, take an extra battery and some starting fluid if they said it doesn't run. That way you can try and jump it, and then if it does run, then it's not a big deal. Or if you spray starting fluid in there or carb cleaner and it starts up and dies, that's a carburetor issue, and those are really easy fixes. Like I said, these are pretty beat up, so if you're looking at beat up bikes, make sure to look for the right things. Like I said, I would have walked away from that one. I would have kept this one, but since I was already there buying the yellow one, I decided I would just get the green one as well. And then my actual bike is in way better shape, but these ones I fix up and sell. High miles, if it's got over 4,000 to 5,000 miles, unless you get a really good deal on it, I wouldn't buy it. The thing I usually go off when I go off these, I go off NADA, N-A-D-A pricing versus Kelley Blue Book. NADA is almost always lower and Kelley Blue Book is almost always higher, so I buy them for NADA, sell them for Kelley Blue Book. Yep, and if you have any questions, like I said, let me know and I can help you out, or if you want to take some pictures and send them to me, let me know that way. Thanks.